I want to show you something that changed how I think about the future forever. It's a simple observation that most people never make. And it explains why some people are going to thrive in the age of artificial intelligence, while others will remain trapped in obsolete roles, regardless of their hard work take. Your daily skill deposit, the time you spend actually mastering new tools, divided by your total working hours. For most people in 2026, that number is 0. Now, look at the most successful person you know in this new economies, who seems to navigate every technological shift with ease. Their daily skill capture is likely between 30 and 60 minutes of deliberate practice. The gap between these two numbers explains almost everything about future career outcomes. Not luck, not genius coding abilities, but the daily deposit into your future self's capability account. This video isn't about get-rich-quick AI schemes or chasing the latest hype cycle. It's about rebuilding your professional life around daily systems that compound whether you're feeling motivated or not. By the end of this script, you'll have a specific daily protocol that makes becoming obsolete genuinely difficult, not because of willpower, but because the system itself produces results automatically. The invisible theft of your future. There is a theft happening right now in your career and your long-term earning potential. The thieves are invisible because they operate in the space between what you know and what the market now requires in the finance world. People lose thousands to knowledge gaps like high-interest debt or missed investment returns in the AI world. You are losing opportunity equity every time you fail to automate a repetitive task or ignore a tool that could double your output. We've been handed a checklist for success that was written in 1985, back when a single degree could last a 40-year career. Those benchmarks are fundamentally broken. The people who benefit from your confusion, the companies that want you to remain a manual laborer in a digital world, have zero incentive to educate you. 87% of us feel unprepared for this shift, and only a fraction of adults are considered AI literate by any objective measure. That ignorance has a price, and that price compounds just like The Morning AI Minute. The foundation of future-proofing rests on what I call the Morning AI Minute. This single habit, taking less than 60 seconds, creates more progress than hours of doom-scrolling tech news ever could every morning. Before you dive into the reactive work of emails or social media, I want you to open a simple note and look at 3 numbers: your current skill level. Rate your proficiency with your primary AI tool 1 to 10. Your debt balance, how many manual tasks are still weighing you down. Closing parentheses, your investment projects, how many automated workflows have you actually built? Don't analyze, don't stress, just observe. When you observe something daily, your brain treats it as important. Most people find tech trends abstract and distant. By checking these daily, they become immediate and real. Your subconscious starts optimizing for these numbers even when you aren't thinking about them. The person who checks their human capital every morning makes different choices than the person who avoids looking until they are facing a layoff habit too. The 24-hour skill capture. Most people let their day happen passively, hoping they'll have time to learn. AI at the end of the month, the 24-hour skill capture flips this. Instead of learning when you have leftover time, you capture competency first thing. Each day set up a separate learning repository, a folder, or a document that you don't touch for daily chore. Configure a daily transfer of one small breakthrough. It could be a new prompt technique or a 5-minute tutorial. Consistency matters more than quantity. Monthly deep dive of 5 hours feels like a massive event that often gets skipped. Daily capture of 10 minutes feels invisible. Yet over the year, you've made 365 deposits into your future. This reinforces the identity of someone who builds value rather than someone who just survives the workweek. Habit 3. The sunset efficiency review every evening. Take 2 minutes to review your attention spending for the day. Don't judge yourself. Just observe and categorize your work into 2 buckets. Intentional work, tasks where you used your unique human judgment, or high-level AI orchestration. Reactive work, tasks where you acted as a human router, doing repetitive work that an algorithm could have handled. This review accomplishes something a monthly performance review cannot. It captures the emotional context of your work while it's fresh. You'll start to see patterns. Maybe you do reactive manual work when you're stressed or tired in the afternoon. Once you identify these triggers, you can engineer your environment to automate them. Habit for the fifth technical deep dive ethos is the daily investment in learning that pays returns for decades. Spend at least 15 minutes daily learning a skill that increases your earning capacity. In an IE world, this could be understanding large language model logic, data privacy, or workflow automation. Your income represents the market value of your skills. 15 minutes daily compounds into over 90 hours of development annually. Consider two people. One consumes entertainment during all non-work hours. The other dedicates 15 minutes to deliberate skill building. After these years, the first person's skills the second has accumulated over 900 hours of age. The daily learner qualifies for promotions, commands higher fees, and adapts to industry changes that leave others stagnant. Habit 5. The tomorrow optimization before bed. Spend 3 minutes planning tomorrow's AI behavior. Identify which manual tasks you will face and set a specific implementation intention. Don't say, "I'll use AI more tomorrow." That's a vague intention. Instead, say, "Tomorrow at 10 a.m., I will use a prompt to draft my weekly report," instead of typing it from scratch. Specificity transforms abstract goals into concrete plans. This reduces decision fatigue because the choice was already made the night before. The reality of catching up at 40. I often hear from people in their 40s who feel like they've missed the boat. They see 20-somethings building AI agencies and they feel a knot in their stomach. But here is the mathematical truth. Catching up in your 40s is actually easier than starting from scratch in your 20swh because your earning power is currently higher. A 25-year-old might only have the energy to learn. But you have the context, you understand how business actually works, how customers think, and where the real problems are. You aren't just learning a tool. You're applying it to 20 years of industry experience. Think of someone I'll call Marcus at 40. He felt like an AI dinosaur. He spent his 30s in a fog of career inflation, earning more, but just working harder. Not smarter. He followed this exact 5-step system. Stop the bleeding. He audited his work week and found 5 hours of evaporating time spent on manual data entry capture competency. He didn't try to become a coder. He just mastered one automation: tool income acceleration. He spent 15 minutes a day for 6 months, getting a specialized certification in his field within 2 years. His output didn't just increase, it exploded. He didn't work more hours. Host became a specialist who understood how to leverage the tech contribution. Intensity matters more than time when you're working with a runway. Avoiding the speculation trap. There is a difference between investing in yourself and speculating on the future. Chasing every new crypto AI coin or passive income bot is speculation. You're betting that someone will pay more for a trick than you did. There's no underlying business or productive asset. True investing is putting your time into assets that have the potential to grow your own human capital. If you invest $500 worth of your time monthly into mastering a high-value skill that compounds at a rate far higher than any savings account in the stock market, anyone who held for 20 years never lost money. The same is true for core technica literacy. Tools will change, but the underlying logic of how to work with machines is a growth asset you can hold forever. The identity shift from user to builder there is a deeper transformation that happens through these daily habits. You develop an identity as someone who builds the future. This identity shift matters more than any specific tool when you identify as a tech builder. The question isn't, will I be replaced? But how does this tool align with my goals? You stop needing motivation to stay current because the habits express who you are rather than what you're trying to do. After 100 days of the morning minutes and the 15-minute deep dives, you aren't someone trying to learn AI. You are an AI native professional. Why right now, 2026, is the moment. Technology has finally removed the friction. 20 years ago, learning these skills required physical classes and expensive manuals. Today, the only friction is psychological. The barrier is simply whether you decide to do either. Future feels less predictable than past decades because of disruption, but daily Habits provide resilience against uncertainty. Someone with strong daily skill capture habits adapts to changing circumstances automatically. Their system produces results regardless of what happens in the economy or the job market. Your 48-hour want you to take one action in the next 60 seconds. Don't wait until Monday. Set an alarm for tomorrow morning labeled AI Minute. That single action creates accountability for starting the first habit. It takes 10 seconds, but it creates commitment.